I've been translating for about 5 years now in different mission trips. I got connected with Cedar Creek. That's how I got connected with this specific group and with Dan and Amy from Crossroads. I was born in Tegucigalpa, which is the capital of Honduras. Most of them are very, very poor people. They live in like really small houses, maybe made out of wood or just mud. Most of the people have like a lot of children, like maybe 6 or 7 or 8 children would be the average. And obviously there's no government help, like health, there's no help. So most of the kids would be sick by the time. Like they would have a fever, they would have a cold, they would have diarrhea, they would have worms, just stuff like that, common stuff. Most of them barefoot, some of them without shirt or short. It's really, I mean, you could see the lifestyle of these families. They pretty much don't have anything. The dream of every Latin country, maybe most of the people, is to live in a country like the United States. We've heard about Walmart a lot, and that was one of the things I wanted to go to here while being here. I was just getting back to my car in the parking lot, and then this guy about 25 years old came to me and said, "Do you have a quarter?" And I said, "I do have a quarter," and I gave him the quarter. And I remember I took some church invites from Cedar Creek, and I said, "Have you ever gone to a church before?" And he was like, I went when I was a kid, but not anymore." I was like, "Would you like to go to one?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." So I gave him the invite. And then I said, "Do you know God has a purpose for you in this earth?" And he said, "I'm not sure," he said. And I told him, "I think he does. I think he has a purpose for you, and he sent his son to die for you because he loves you. He loves you more than anything in this world, and he wants you to be his children, and he's giving you a gift of salvation." So I went with him through these verses, and I explained him what God did for him and what God expected from him, and he accepted Christ there, and he said he was going to try to go to church. I think one of the things Amy and Dan mentioned is how joyful they are for small things, how they learn to appreciate things like your family or just the house you live in. I think the customer service, it's really different. I mean, it's so much better here. Like I was telling them, in Honduras, they don't even say hi to you or bye or how are you, nothing. It was a little bit shocking to see how people just live for themselves. Here, it's more about material things and more selfishness, because I've seen it in 3 weeks I've been here. I've seen that big difference. I think as a Honduran, my life has been changed thanks to mission trips. I mean, and I live there. I know better than any other American what the situation is. And even as a Honduran, my heart has been really changed because of that. Because to realize and to see God's love through this kind of work. And I think Honduras is like in a lot of need. We're like probably the second poorest country in the whole continent, and I think God sent people from here to help our people, not only in a material way but in a spiritual way, because more than food or more than health or more than material things, people in my country are more in need of God God has blessed this country with a lot of things. It's really cool. A lot of people are really thankful, and they want to just give back what God has given to them. Yeah, I think Christmas has become more of a commercial holiday, not only in the United States, but I think everywhere in the world. They have lost the whole point, and if we would just think about it for a while and said, like the campaign you're doing, just spend half of what you're going to spend for people that, for kids that never receive a Christmas present, kids that Christmas is just another day for them. There's a verse in Galatians 5:6. It says, the only thing that matters is faith expressed through love. And I think if we believers don't love, and not only our families or the people that we know, but everyone, even our enemies, then what is really our faith based on?